Wow, that was a great volunteering.
It was, we just spent 10 days in a coffee farm in Kisoro, Uganda, and we learned so much about coffee, but also about agriculture in general, about Uganda. It inspired us so much, no?
Yeah, that's the part of the reason why we want to do a specific video just about coffee, because it was really so interesting to learn more about something that we consume on a daily basis. We could really say like we're coffee lovers, we drink coffee every day. I think many people can relate. And also the experience itself of living on a farm in Uganda, there was just something different. So I think it's pretty interesting to share this.
Yes, you're gonna know, if you keep watching, you're gonna know more about coffee, about how you set up like a farm where you can also get food from your garden and eat it organically, about how you do the business also like behind. So
yeah, so where do we start? Should we start with like a tour on the coffee farm?
yeah, it serves a coffee farm tour. Yeah?
The coffee plantation actually looked nothing as I imagined. I thought it's gonna be just coffee trees everywhere, but in reality it looked more like
something much more diverse with banana trees, avocados, beans, like really a full garden.
And Ronald explained to us all the purpose of all the plants there.
So when you visit a coffee farm, we take you to the farm. We show you intercropping, how coffee is intercropped with other crops, the shading crops, when you are planting avocado trees, bananas, agroveria. Bananas, it's food at home, the same way avocado trees, fruits and protein at the same time.
And we loved our farm experience in terms of food. Everything was fresh from the farm, so that felt really nice and it was something we never experienced before.
So you have matoke, sweet potato, beans, greens, avocado, and tomato fruit.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, so good. So this coffee farm is in Kisoro. It's in Western Uganda, very close to the border of both Congo and Rwanda. It's quite high in elevation, like around 2,000 meters. And it's volcanic soil, so it's absolutely stunning views everywhere with lakes, mountains, lots of green. And it's also the perfect place to have a coffee farm, so we're so lucky and happy to get to volunteer there.
Okay, so as not a coffee expert, but someone who is enthusiastic about coffee, I know there are like different kinds of coffee. There is Arabica, Robusta. Can you tell us about your coffee and what is specific about it?
Robusta for low elevation, Arabica for high elevation. So Arabica has a richer taste, but with low caffeine. Robusta is easy to grow. It does better in rural areas. Then it has more caffeine than Arabica because it doubles Arabica in terms of caffeine. So it's easy to grow. Arabica does better in high elevation. So we are at our home, we are at 1,961 meters above sea level. So we have only Arabica.
How are the animals beneficial for a coffee farm?
Animals are beneficial because when you have animals, you're able to have dung, animal droppings mixed with the grass. That's compost, manure, fertilizer. Then urine that we also add other ingredients like ash, marigold, hot pepper, garlic to manage pests and diseases. While the animals are eating, they are from the garden, then they give you back what to feed the soil. That's why they are beneficial.
Actually, it surprised me that the coffee business is not competitive. You are trying to get more people, more farmers into the coffee. Why is that? Can you explain?
So we organized farmers because of land fragmentation, so that when you increase the volume, that's we increase on the price, because it's better to sell a container than 100 kilogram sack.
That's why you teach other farmers your practices, so you can all together profit.
We teach
more.
other farmers so that you can have the same product.
And you really get to see it when you're in the farm, because not only it's everything organic, but also do everything by hand. So really from collecting the cherries all the way to the roasting, the milling, It's crazy, and I remember like Lisa at some point she tried like to remove the parchment, like to separate the parchment
Tried
from the
and failed.
beans, and it's actually much harder than what it looks like. It was great, like trying out all these steps, understanding what's going on from one stage to another.
Definitely makes us appreciate a cup of coffee that we take every morning much more, knowing the whole complicated process and how everything is made by hand, especially with this coffee.
You're right, and also it's very good coffee from the start. It's Arabica, like in very good volcanic soil.
Organic one,
Organic, yeah, it's
without any kind of pesticides. So yeah, I mean, that was amazing. And also understanding which type of roasting I prefer. I never knew that I am actually a medium roast kind of person. And so understanding all this behind definitely gave us a lot of knowledge, and yeah.
And we actually got very excited about coffee. Like now we have our own like coffee bag with us. So when we travel now we're super fancy. We're like, oh sorry, I'm going to use my own coffee. And it just like opens a whole new worlds that you thought you were maybe like a bit knowledgeable about, but actually it's just like so wide that it was a great journey.
Life-changing.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a chance to visit the coffee farm, we highly encourage you to do that. And even better would be to have a chance to go volunteering. And Kisoro in Uganda with Peter and his family would be a perfect place to do so. Either for a visit or for a volunteering experience. I think they are the right people to really show you the insights, make you feel like at home, and give you some kind of a unique experience.
And so this video was super focused on this coffee experience, but we actually stayed 1 month in Uganda doing much more, going all over the country. So yeah, if you're interested in that journey, like we made a full-length video that will be linked somewhere. And I think there's lots of interesting stuff as well, so you can check it out. Bye bye.
See you!